Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. So I shall be looking at and reviewing the Mech Depot meeting area and the Mech Depot testing area here. So I will be looking inside, building those off camera to save time, and showing what they're like. And then after, I'll be adding to my pre-existing two sets, which I've put into one set. That's the viewing area or the watching area and the weapons section, to make a bigger sort of diorama piece, and I'll show you that as well. So let me just quickly open these, have a look inside. There are some new pieces in this one. This one looks like there's nothing new that I can see, but I'll have a quick look and see, and then I'll start building, and then I'll show you guys when it's finished on each one, and we can have a look. But I tell you what, I do really like these Joy Toy sets. Now, the only criticism I've made so far, it's actually this, one criticism I would say, is that the pieces, the rectangle pieces, when you put them together, do not make a square. It would have made more logical sense to make a square, because then everything will be uniform in fitting. As it is, because it doesn't make a square, some parts won't fit together because it becomes in an irregular shape. Does that make sense? If it's a regular shape, it becomes far easier for everything to match and fit together. But that's just my preference. It's not a major thing, because these sets are particularly awesome. If you've not seen the review of the first two sets, I'll put that as just the videos up there, and it's worth watching that because they are really, really good. And did I make a separate video? I think I made a separate video for when I combine a set to make my own sort of diorama setup. And if I did do that, I'll stick that into the videos up here too. And again, it's worth watching that because it does look pretty spectacular. In fact, it's down here now, and I'll be adding to it later with these sets. So let's have a quick look at this set first. The meeting area, since I know there are new parts. There are whiteboards, looks like shelves and chairs. And the tables, I don't think are new. We saw that in the watching area earlier, I think. Or the table setup. Let's have a look here. Get ready for a plastic crack high. Here we go. Come on, come on. Woo! Woo! Okay, so let me see. Connectors, barriers. Okay, so these blue bits in here are the sort of shelving areas. The whiteboards, which you can write on a dry white pens are there. These are for the tables. These are the chairs. Then there's nothing else new that I can see in there. And then let's have a look at the testing area. But let's look at this first. Anything new here? Square floor pieces, are those new? I know we've got rectangle before. I don't recall. Oh, we've got an office chair. Let's see the office chair before, and a table. I don't recall if these square floor pieces are new or not. I know they had rectangle ones previously, I can see them there, but they do have, if you look in the top here, some square pieces too, which I'm not sure are new. And there is different pieces you can see here as well, but I'll be looking at those in a short while. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is make, according to their sets, their instructions, the meeting area one, and I'll do it off camera. That'll probably take me anything from 10 minutes to half an hour. It's not that many pieces, depending on how complex it is. Shouldn't be too long, since I've made the other two previously, so I'm a bit more used to it now. And I will come back in an instant for you, and 10 minutes to half an hour for me, and show you what it's like. So back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. That was a really quick build. The only thing is these top parts here, once they're in, I had to bong quite hard with my hand to make them snap into position. And they're very robust, so they're not going to break. But the issue is, if you want to take that apart, that is going to be quite tough. So looks very nice. You've got your, oh, this whiteboard's coming off. You've got your whiteboards here. You've got some nice shelving units underneath. You've got your table. There are chairs to go around. Just that with the end tables, with this leg of the table, sorry, end part, the leg of the table here, your guys won't get their feet or legs under the table. Let's just move the camera slightly to give you a bit of a different view and look. Looks pretty cool. Okay, let's see if figures can sit. Now I've got a CIA guy here. Is he CIA bounty hunter? I think there's so many Joy Toy releases now. He can get his legs almost 90 degrees. How does he work on one of these chairs? Not too shabby, to be fair, because he's got a backpack on. Could sit slightly better if I chose a better figure for the articulation for the thighs. Now his waist wants to come off. But the chairs are pretty good height. In fact, let me try. I've got Acid Rain World one here. This is who? This is the Galusus? I forget which one. I'll put the CI guy in suggested videos, and I'll put this Acid Rain guy. I can't remember what he's called now. The Infiltrator guy. I'll stick him to the videos too. You can see the chairs scale, not bad. Perhaps a bit short, if anything, I would say. Need to be slightly bigger, but that chair needs to be slightly bigger still. I think that chair is maybe more suited for a slightly smaller figure. But having said that, he sits at a table particularly well. And he falls off too much of that Acid Rainbow whiskey or something. It's a great looking set, I've got to say. I do like these sets because they're great as individual diorama pieces. You can have 4, 5, 6 separate pieces and dioramas going on. Or what you're going to do, as I have already, and I think everyone else is going to do, is just combine them into one huge diorama. Okay, I'm going to pause this again, and I'm going to make the next one the bigger testing area. I reckon that's going to take me maybe 25 minutes to 45 minutes, depending. And I'll be back, and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, done. That didn't take too long to do, you can barely see me. This is their first proper 3-story building, or 3-story die. The only issue is there's no staircase up to get to here. You have to put one here. Looks good, but I don't know. I think it needs more something. I do like these new parts on the side here. You can see jutting out quite far. These have got lots of potential for extra parts sticking out. Let's have a quick look around with the camera. So you have your table and office chair down there. More sort of shelving units, you come up and you've got this sort of walkway and stairs coming down here, but there's no stairs coming down to the ground area. And it's quite nice, you've got this sort of taped off rectangle area made from 4 of the tiles there to put a mech or something else in to test, I guess, or to look at or observe. It's not a bad set. I like it because of the extra parts, and it does go well with our, let me just pick it up again, with our meeting area. So we have 2 extra dies. I mean, I just got 1 of each of the dio sets, and you can see this is 2 sets, and it's already big. If I include the other set each I have of the watching area and the weapons storage, already it's big, and a lot of people bought like 3 of each. They're gonna have huge dioramas. You have like a huge shelf or table to set it up, but it'll look fantastic with your figures. Another 2 good releases from Joy Toy. Loads of potential for your figures. If I get this 160 scale SAS mech here, so he's 160 scale, but he works with a 118. You can see that he looks pretty damn good if I stick him in a dio. He'll be in the video to give you an idea of his scale. If I get the CIA guy again, who I had out earlier, who is obviously Joy Toy, and he's 118, you can see that they scale quite well together, particularly considering this guy is a robot. I'll use him as a robot in my 118 scale. And he's also got lots of die cast parts. He's quite heavy, and he's very, very stable and easy to pose. Two great releases again by Joy Toy. I do like these dio things that they've been releasing. Great setting up. Another thing I should point out, these square pieces on top are new. Also, the staircase now is grey, whereas the previous staircase was this sort of a burgundy rust colour. So, you know, if I wanted to, I could put one staircase going up here. I could put another staircase going up there, but then I've got no sort of testing area down the bottom. But at least it's a bit more realistic. Okay, I think I'm going to spend the rest of my day adding on to my original big dio piece I made from the first two sets with these pieces here and see what I can come up with, and maybe I'll make a video about that in a little while. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting, and check out the rest of my content in the channel because there's loads of stuff for you guys to see and enjoy. And comment. Bye-bye.